96.7 to be Hoodrich Radio. It's the voice of DJ Scream Moran is here. We got a special guest up in the building. My family member is in the building. Fabo is here. Hoodrich
one of my childhood superstar celebrities.
Yeah.
Hey, man. How you feeling, man? Good to see you.
Great, man. Yeah, definitely feeling great.
We got so much to talk about. We're gonna try to wrap it into 20, 30 minutes, man. There's so much to talk about. But let's just talk about Fabo and what Fabo got going on currently.
Just working, you know, introducing myself to a younger generation, you know, and just definitely crazy about it. I actually just finished up Wild 'N Out, too, so that was dope, you know. I'm out here, man. I'm out here up.
Now,
What's the reality show?
We definitely have to crown you for
DJs of Atlanta.
Wild 'N Out DJs of Atlanta?
Nah.
We definitely have to crown you, and I want to think about this. I don't want to give out awards too loosely. But I don't think there's nobody below the Mason-Dixie that can perform better than Fabo. Anybody oppose that?
I can't think of nobody.
Can you even think of someone?
Solo
act.
I definitely would not put nobody up there with me.
You only do 2 songs.
Yeah.
You can just do 2 songs and it's lit. Everybody go home.
Yeah. I like to dance without the music though. I had a lot of time to practice, man. You know, I was in Japan and Lil Bro used to take me up on the mountains and stuff or whatever. I don't know if you ever been to Japan. They got a lot of mountains. And you know, after a while I started getting mad about climbing all the way up the mountain. Like, man, we gotta go all the way up here or whatever. But you know, once you find out what it means to other people, I started meditating too. So, you know, dancing was kind of like my way out. So I got better up on top of those mountains. Like, I had a lot of time to practice. Definitely. So you got to bring it.
What's the biggest thing that's changed for Fabo, you know, from the era of Laffy Taffy to now? What do you think the biggest change is that you made as Fabo?
I mean, definitely you always doing everything that you can to get better. You know, so I'm always definitely doing what I can to get better. But you know, I felt like I was way ahead of my curve already. You feel what I'm saying? So basically everything I'm giving you is original. So, you know, I'm always giving you something fresh and something new. So yeah, you know, definitely reinvent myself to you know, follow along with the younger generation, but you know, they was already on my swag.
Now, when you post D4L, you put out some solo records, but I think that the fans always wanted to see the solo Fabo album, anything. Like, what happened? Was it just tour life, rockstar life?
No, I mean, you know, you get caught up on the road or whatever, and you know, I was dealing with a lot of social anxiety at the time or whatever too. You know, you try to live up to that Laffy Taffy hype or whatever, and it's crazy, you know. And so I get lost in my work. I was doing a lot of writing for people and stuff like that or whatever. And when them checks start coming, sometimes you get spoiled, you know.
Right.
But you know, I always wanted to do another project or whatever. I was still in the group with the D4L thing and all of that, but life get in the way. So you know, I'm at it now. I'm at it 150%. I've really been out here for probably about 3 or 4 years, but you know, unbeknownst to me, it wasn't going to be an easy road back to the top. You feel what I'm saying?
And I feel like we won't go too deep. I know there's a limit to how much you can say this, but I feel like some of the records that we've heard between that era and this era were written by Fabo. We just don't know. They were written by Fabo. You can just answer yay and nay if you don't want to go deeper into it.
A lot of records that you love right now, whatever. A lot of classics.
Oh, you said right now?
Yeah.
Like last year?
I mean, basically for the last 13 years or whatever, I've been a constant, you know. I've been a constant in the hip-hop community, definitely. You know, not a hit maker, but I've been around.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Well, one thing that has been around is the shades, because I don't really remember people wearing too many.
Yeah, these Versace's nice.
So how does it feel when you see yourself within the culture today?
I actually wear the shades for my brother. And my brother got life. He's been locked up 20 years or whatever. He used to wear the shades. And he started me to rap. And I came home from prison. He had all of these speakers and stuff all over the room. And he was, whether he didn't know it then, but he was teaching me how to stack. He'll take the tape and put the beat on, and then we'll rap on that, and he'll take that out and put it in, and then play that, and we'll rap on top of it. He didn't know he was stacking way back then. So, you know, that's who taught me how to rap. So, you know, he's been locked up 20 years. I put the white shades on. It kind of stuck. Actually, I wasn't wearing the white shades like that. I just put them on for a photo shoot. But they ended up using that photo shoot for the D4L album cover. And somebody painted my shades black. So I kind of, you know, I was pissed off, so I've been wearing them ever since.
I feel that. Interesting.
When you hear lyrics, the first lyric, I feel like Fabo. What's your response? Like, how does that make you feel?
It's intriguing that you know, what I was doing that people was, you know, like, don't do that. You remember, like, you was there every day. I remember when we performed on some shows or whatever. We'll be in the back and you know, people like, yo, don't perform Geeked Up tonight or whatever.
Right.
You hear me back there like, why? You know, and I was going crazy. So yeah, I had to actually fight for this, you know, this brand or whatever. So, you know, to see cats feel like, you know, I can relate to that. You know, I came up in that same type of atmosphere. So yeah, I think it's dope, like really dope.
I ain't gonna lie, I pulled over when I heard Drake salute you. I said, I gotta pull over. That's
I pulled
my boy
over the other day when I heard Meek Mill and Fab song. I was like, yo, wait,
right,
Meek, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, man, because, you know, I'm listening to these cats all the time. You know, I'm in the club every weekend. If you're in Atlanta, you know you see me all the time. So it's like, that's like I said, it's dope, man, you know. And just to be a trendsetter, period. You feel what I'm saying? You never know in that moment when you're making this music.
Right.
You just giving it your all. I'm telling my story. So like I said, you know, people can relate to that. So, you know, still can relate to that because, you know, I like to say I gave you the blueprint, the Bible. You know, for it.
So you speak of social anxiety and lifestyle, and what lifestyle can be partying and fun and whatever intoxication people do. But how does it make you feel like when you see, like, you know, Juice WRLD, other people, when unfortunate circumstances can come from the lifestyle? I mean, it's unfortunate that we lose these young cats like that, man, to these situations or whatever, you know, but I really, you know, I can only speak for myself or whatever. I'm a responsible human being. In the same way they said alcohol in the store or whatever, and you go buy it. Responsible people know how to drink and, you know. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive or whatever. Minimum, so maximum. In my situation or whatever, when you listen to my music, I'm only giving you my one-time experience. It may have carried me over, so I give it to you so in hopes that, you know, you can use the same situation to get through. And you hear me in the song screaming, help me, and you see me back then when I was crazy like that or whatever. But, you know, my style ain't changed. My opinion on how I do things haven't changed or whatever. I'm basically concrete on that. Everybody's supposed to do whatever they want to do, and I'm continue to do that myself forever. But you know one thing you're doing, and this, I also talked to Juicy J about this, regardless of what you're consuming in your body, regardless, you working out.
Yeah, I definitely
you sweating it out. Yeah, and that's important.
I think it's not more about the consumption that you're doing or whatever, and we were just speaking on being responsible. I mean, you know, you're not going to take 30 of these and 20 of these and expect to function.
But I'm saying even people's diets.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with your diet. The food you eat could be worse than... Actually, my best friend got me into juicing right now. Like, I never would have thought that I would be juicing, but I was having an issue down in Miami. He was like, yo, drink this ginger. And I drank the ginger or whatever, and, you know, I was cool or whatever. So, you know, I never thought that the juicing could help me, and so I added that to my diet. So, yeah.
So definitely. You really saw Spaceships on Bankhead, though?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. You know, and not only on Bankhead, I saw him going into the Hartsfield International before it was Hartsfield International. Wow. The two of us in the car. Wow. Whatever. We definitely saw that. So, you know, and you starting to get a lot of alien activity right now in videos that can't be explained. So I mean, I'm right. And they form a space force. You know what I mean?
Space force.
They just formed a space force. Let's let that simmer.
Yeah, there's a space force.
They spent $700 billion on an idea. Come on.
Right. I mean,
on an idea.
This is news to me.
That's a big tax write-off.
I mean, a space force.
No,
you didn't hear about a space force?
No.
Oh yeah, there's a space force.
Okay.
I don't know the number of what they spent on. But there's definitely a space force.
You got the military. You got the Navy. You got the Air Force. You got the Army, and you got the Space Force.
Space Force is coming.
I mean, literally.
I know that they had the issue at Area 51.
Yeah, it's another military branch of government, like literally
that will be launched in this decade.
Dead serious. It's $700 billion. Just okay. Think about $700 billion. What I could do with that? First thing, homelessness gone.
Facts.
Overnight.
Done.
So, you know, I would not think they would spend it on an idea. It's real. They seen something. What? That's real? $800 billion. I need that. We got to build our own spaceship, and I guess that's what's going on.
Hey, news
how
to
do you
me.
feel? How do you feel when you see the craziness going on with Trump and politics and all that type of stuff?
I get all my politics from D.L. Hughley and T.I.
Okay.
I try to stay away from. Right. I don't. You know, I have my reservations about Mr. Orange, but
right.
I'm not as articulate enough to speak my opinion.
Right.
Gotcha. It's gonna come out as
Got you. Fair enough. Okay. Let's talk about D4L, the D4L brand. Salute to 2016,
R.I.P.
man.
Shawty Lo.
Long live Shawty Lo, man. Damn, man, long live Shawty Lo, man.
That's crazy, right?
How do you cope with that? Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't cope with it.
I never cope with it.
I never said it on camera, but
I never
there's days
cope.
that it really still.
I never cope because people
because
don't know Shawty like, we don't know.
Guy he was and what kind of heart he had.
I like to tell people, like, you see me go through my struggles and you seen everybody, with the clique go through their struggles or whatever, and you seen what Lo did to pull the D4L brand back and go win awards and all of that. People don't know he wasn't a rapper. It just was about the hustle to Shawty. And I say, when we lost Lo, I had to grow up because I always had that phone call a way that I could call. Like, if I really needed something or I was in a bad way, I could call and be like, Shawty. He'd be like, I can't cut sleep, and that ain't there no more, and I think that's something I'll never be able to cope with because I think I took advantage of some of those moments and I can't get them back.
What's the relationship? Mook B is my brother.
Oh, yeah, Mook B.
He curses me out.
Yeah, he curses me out too, once a week.
Stuff, man. I think he cursed me out.
Oh, man, the group is together, man. Yeah. We taking shows. We doing stuff right now. We working on the single. And, man, we active. We out here, too. We just did Freak Nick. That was dope, to get everybody on stage. And we actually just did center stage the other day. Well, not Stuntman, but me and Mook B. And it was crazy. The crowd was crazy. They love these songs, man, or whatever. I don't know why y'all keep trying to bury this geek music. I seen somebody do a special, and it was like the evolution of hip-hop. How can you do a special about the evolution of hip-hop and leave out the geek era? And we don't call it snap music because that was a derogatory term coming from the media outlets. So we call it geek music. Everybody else knows geek music.
Who created? So you didn't create? Who created?
I didn't create snap music. I made a slow song one night. I was in studio, me and Zed, whatever, and Young Money, which is FMG now, Rich Migo White, all of them down in Bankhead, and we made the slow version of I'm geeked up. I can't make it on my own. At that time, I had just did the We Live and Die for This Money with Franchise or whatever, and we had that bunking. So kind of in there, Franchise made the white tee. And so, basically what was happening was Hard Nard and Low, everybody kind of shifted to that Franchise movement because they was in the studio with us. People don't know that. They was right there with us. And Yola took me over there to Pimpin' and me, and Pimpin' had made one with the money, and that was playing in the Pool Palace before any of these songs. And I had the Welcome to the Palace song. And I did the Libra version. Welcome to the Libra, where it goes down, gon' do it for me. That was the first time you seen the snap. And when Jesus called us out for the Boom Boom Clap video or whatever, I thought we had made it at that time or whatever, but people don't know the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me was just floating. Franchise was going on with the white tee and all of that stuff right there and everything or whatever. So we never had a chance to name it. You know what I mean? Because you had all these, I had seen the Dance and David Banner video. I seen somebody else, and people like, what's that? We geeking. That's what we call it. We geeking. It was never a snap dance.
By the time it got big, the media
had already started looking at the snaps. Yeah. And we don't have a media outlet in the South to brand our own music. So basically, anything you got coming out of Atlanta is gonna be called mambo, this or that. But I'm quite sure the cats that's making this music don't want to be called that.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right, for sure.
Never knew that. How come, if you care to share, how come D4L and Franchise, how come y'all had an issue?
We never had an issue or whatever. It was elements within the organization that had issues. Like me and Parlay and Pimpin' never stopped talking. Like these my dogs, like Pimpin'. I wouldn't even be here.
We did shows. That's what confused me back. We did shows together.
Right.
Yeah, we was
so
doing
they would be on the
together,
same shows. I was like, there was an issue.
Yeah, so I think it was
know.
more the media seeing the dance, like who created this dance. I could say before I came to the Pool Palace, nobody was doing the dance, period. You feel what I'm saying? And right to this day, you could turn on your internet and TV and still see nobody doing it like me or better than me, and I keep improvising and coming up with new ways to do it. So, I mean, that answers the question right there as far as the beef go. The beef was about the dance or something like that. But, yeah, I mean, they was there with us all the time. It was never a beef or whatever, It's just like us sitting in the room. If y'all get to arguing, you my boy, he my boy, I know y'all gonna come back together, so I stay out of it or whatever. So, that's basically what the situation was. But, yeah, I wouldn't be here without Pimpin', and me and Parlay stayed right across the street from each other or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And I was in 3-4 different houses, So, yeah, man, we always been partners. I ain't never been no beef.
Why do you think the party element in Atlanta has changed? Because, again, I salute you and Mook B for the music's too slow. The music's too slow.
Yeah, and that's why the girls bringing it back so tough because it was so slow before they started this twerking thing that they got going on with the Megan Thee Stallions, and shout out to Megan. She doing her thing too. But I mean, that's basically what you're getting. You know, the girls making a splash like that because they making that dance, up-tempo dance music, and everybody else, you know, and shout out to Thug and everybody, but they kind of, you know, they party is a little bit more, you know, leanish. Like they be slowed down so they can't, you know, be blowing the hot like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's slowed down for a minute in the party scene. I think it's cranking back up though.
They used to have, but again, I was talking to someone about this. There used to be like clubs in the hood.
Yeah.
So now, Pool
like,
Palace is shut down, right?
Yeah, like
they still got
Shack.
Crucial, but
yeah, Sugar Shack. Remember Sugar Shack?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you go party in the hood,
Coco
Loco. You can literally go
inside of the Ridge, like a own club, for real.
But now it's
crazy.
Bucket.
I mean, because of this younger generation, I mean, they don't like to kick it. You feel what I'm saying? When they come around or whatever, and they get bored quick or something. I don't know what it be or whatever. We've been like that or whatever. You know, we'll shoot up the party, this, that, another. Anybody know when D4L came through or whatever? We had that name already. It was with it. We couldn't even perform in a lot of places because of how we were.
Yeah.
But with this generation, it was like with us, you can pick out me, this dude, a Quan, or whoever else it was that was gonna cause the trouble. But nowadays, 6 of them walk up, all 6 of them, you see them showing and stuff. So you know, it's like that, man. You don't want to throw no party. 20 people walking the door with a gun, you can't search nobody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I think that's just it right there. When you throw a party, 20 people gonna walk in with a gun.
Yeah.
So that's it.
What's something you would say to some of these young creators, man, like to motivate them to not maybe I'm gonna say mistakes, but maybe not go through some of the stuff that you went through?
I would just say work on your craft.
Work on your craft.
Stay about your business. Take care of your body. You'll last a long time. I always say that. Or whatever people be like, how you last a long time? Because I get up every morning and I run. I work out, you know, I'm working my kids out, you know, I'm doing all of that same stuff, and I'm in the studio every day, you know, even if I just go in there and sit down and just listen to some Tweeter, or do a hi-hat here or there or whatever, and sit there and rap off of it. It's just like I may not be anything come out, but I'm definitely in there, and that's just working on your craft. I would just say that, you know, it ain't gonna fall out of the sky, and your talent can only get you so far. Your hustle got to take you the rest of the way.
Who would you want to, like, I know you've been in some powerful studio sessions, but who is somebody that you feel like, man, we got to lock in because we'll change the radio airways if we lock in?
Man, about a couple of months ago, me and Andre sat down and had a powwow, and it was like, wow, just to hear
Now, y'all had a powwow as in y'all talked, or y'all had a powwow as y'all talked over an instrumental and made a song?
Oh, nah, you would have just wanted to be a fly in the room.
A fly in the wall.
You know, it was definitely a powerful conversation, and you know, just I think Andre, just, you know, being around that or whatever, being in that era, watching what, you know, Outkast did, listening to Hey Ya and seeing where he took it.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking like that. I like that Hey Ya, I like that type of music. I like the Post Malone and Sway Lee song, the one that they had that was on the track. I mean, just anybody trying to push the envelope, I definitely want to work with.
ATLs, that's where it started. Like, we were always on some other shit.
It's just like, you know, sometimes you listen to the radio and this song sounds exactly like that song. So.
We're guilty of that in Atlanta. Like, I can't differentiate all the time the difference between some artists.
Anybody who's doing something different, I actually just did a song with OG Mako. You can check that out. I think I'm one of the only people to feature.
Retired.
Am I the only person featured on his album?
I thought he retired. Last I heard he retired.
He just dropped the song CD, like the whole CD, dope. Like straight up, shout out to OG Mako. And you know, just working with the different cats or whatever. You know, I like Drake. You know, Drake is cool. Shout out to Drake for that shout out.
After that shout out, did he slide in your DM?
I mean, you know, we got some dialogue going.
You got some dialogue. Okay.
Good people.
All right, I feel like he's gonna be on the OVO.
He'll be Fabo and Drake gonna do something.
That's what it is, man. Hey, we appreciate you pulling up the Hoodrich Radio, man. Give everybody an Instagram and introduce your new single again right here on 96.7.
This is your boy, $2 Fabo, D4L Fabo, man. You can see me at GIKCITY.com, geekcity.com. Hit me on Instagram. I am Fabo, and this the new single. Do that again. Oh!
Here it is right here on Hoodrich Radio. It's 96.7 The Beat. Salute my brother, Fabo.